This is Ben Shalom and you're watching Sporting Icons.
All right, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastic. So firstly, if you hear any kind of background noise from cars or people yapping, whatever else, it's because I'm sat in my car in this rainy weather, waiting for my son to finish school in a few minutes. So I thought I'll quickly record this video and then do the graphics and everything when I get home. Watched an interview with Billy Nelson where Billy Nelson said that Martin Bakole is in a very good fight next. Somebody who we all know who it is, we're all familiar with. He's British and is a former world title challenger. So I'm thinking, well, he must be mistaken. He must be. Because when I'm thinking about who could it possibly be then, if we get to go by what Billy Nelson says, you have to pretty much rule out everybody. Because obviously it's not going to be Anthony Joshua because he's not a world title challenger. He's a former world champion. So it can't be Anthony Joshua. It can't be Tyson Fury. Obviously Tyson Fury is current world champion. Allegedly. Obviously he's taken on MMA fighters now. Derek Chisora, apparently he's been ruled out because Derek Chisora has no interest in fighting Martin Bakole. This is again in the same interview with Billy Nelson. So it's not going to be Derek Chisora, who of course fought for the world title against Vitaly Klitschko and Tyson Fury. Apparently it can't be a Down Dubois. Down Dubois, of course, he fought for the world title against Alexander Usyk last time. So it can't be Down Dubois. At least I wouldn't have thought so, especially with to go by all the sparring stories that Billy Nelson says and Martin Bakole says, and Martin will beat him. Martin did this. Martin did that. So it can't be Down Dubois. Dillian Whyte. Well, Dillian Whyte is currently going through that case with the VADA testing, isn't he? So it ain't going to be Dillian Whyte unless, of course, he's just been recently cleared and we don't know about it. Could it be the board have given that fight the green light because it was VADA and it wasn't UCAD? But there again, would they do that considering what they're putting Conor Benn through, who is also VADA, not UCAD? So I wouldn't have thought it's Dillian Whyte currently. Hughie Fury, I thought maybe it's Hughie Fury. So of course I asked about Hughie Fury because obviously Peter Fury, he told me last week in the interview that Hughie won't be back until early part next year while he gets his fitness and everything up. So I thought, well, it can't be him, but you know what, I'll ask anyway. And it's not Hughie. Danny Williams, listen, he's still active, but he's old as hell. Gets punched up every time he fights lately. Of course, he has fought for the world title before against Vitaly Klitschko after he beat Mike Tyson. But it can't be Danny Williams. Surely to God not. Surely to God not. If that happens, somebody needs to have their licenses removed, I tell you. Audie Harrison, is he going to make a comeback? Of course, he fought David Haye for the world title. Is David Haye going to make a comeback? Of course, he was former WBA regular world heavyweight champion. Of course, fought Vladimir Klitschko for the full titles. Nah, it ain't going to be him. So who could it possibly be then? So unless, of course, we're talking about cruiserweight. But I really can't think of any British cruiserweights who fought for the world title but ultimately failed. Because obviously if he fought for a world title, because he said he fought for a world title, but he didn't say former world champion. So a British cruiserweight who's fought for the world title who ultimately lost. I can't think of any cruiserweights, to be honest with you, like that. I can't think of any. Can't be a light heavyweight, can it? Surely not. Surely not. These light heavyweights are too small. I can only put it down to Billy Nelson misspeaking, that he's either got the nationality wrong or he's misspoken about a world title challenger. Maybe he means former British champion. I have absolutely no idea. Honestly, I've been having my Sherlock Holmes hat on and I can't figure it out. I really can't figure it out. We'll get there though. We will get there. And I've got a feeling we're going to say Billy Nelson gave us the wrong information. That's what he's done. He sent us down the wrong dirt track. I'm sure of it. Anyway, what do you all think? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.